Big financial relief could be on the way, and this time, it's not just another vague promise. If you receive Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, the latest IRS update for February could mean a game-changing $6,100 stimulus payment for millions of seniors. But what's really happening, and will you qualify for this money? Let's break it down because there's a lot of confusion, and you deserve clear, accurate answers. For months, seniors across the country have been feeling the pressure of rising costs. Groceries, rent, and medical expenses have skyrocketed, stretching fixed incomes thinner than ever. Even with past COLA increases, Social Security benefits haven't kept pace with inflation, leaving many seniors struggling to make ends meet. This is why the latest IRS stimulus discussions are so important, because they could provide real financial relief at a time when seniors need it the most. So, where does this $6,100 figure come from? Recent government reports suggest that new financial aid measures are being discussed, and while nothing is final yet, some experts believe targeted stimulus payments could be part of the plan. But here's the catch. If you don't meet the right qualifications or if your banking information isn't set up correctly, you could miss out on this money entirely. That's why it's critical to understand exactly what's happening, what steps you need to take, and when you can expect the final decision. The biggest question right now is whether this stimulus will be a one-time payment or spread out over multiple months. Some insiders say the IRS and Treasury Department are considering ways to distribute this money in phases. But until the official announcement is made, we have to rely on the latest verified sources. The key takeaway: staying informed is the best way to ensure you don't miss out on any potential payments. In this video, we're diving deep into the latest IRS updates, what they mean for Social Security recipients, and how you can prepare. Don't let misinformation confuse you. Stick with real facts, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect. But before we get into the full breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe, because staying updated is the key to securing your benefits. Now, let's get into the details. The possibility of a $6,100 stimulus check for Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients has been generating a lot of questions, and understandably so. With the cost of living climbing higher than ever, many seniors are wondering if this financial relief is real, when it will arrive, and what they need to do to claim it. The truth is, while there have been numerous discussions about targeted financial assistance, getting to the bottom of what's actually happening requires looking at the latest IRS and government updates. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. First and foremost, where does this $6,100 figure come from? While there hasn't been an official announcement confirming a single lump sum payment of that amount, financial analysts and policy experts have been examining past stimulus payments, tax credits, and emergency relief funds to understand how a new round of aid could be structured. Some experts believe that if multiple forms of financial assistance, including delayed stimulus payments, tax refunds, and special credits, are combined, the total amount some seniors could receive might reach as high as $6,100. But before you start making plans based on that number, it's crucial to break down exactly what's in play. One of the key factors here is whether this stimulus is tied to tax season. February marks the start of peak tax refund processing, and the IRS has already confirmed that millions of Americans, including Social Security beneficiaries, could be eligible for additional credits this year. If you've paid taxes in previous years or qualify for refundable tax credits, you might see a larger refund check than expected. On top of that, past stimulus programs have included plus-up payments, where individuals who initially received less than they were owed were later sent additional funds. If something similar happens in 2024, it could contribute to the larger figures being discussed. Another aspect to consider is the possibility of a new round of emergency relief payments for seniors. Economic analysts have been pointing to rising inflation and the financial struggles facing retirees as major reasons why lawmakers might push for direct aid. In past years, we saw that seniors were among the hardest hit by inflation, And while the recent COLA increase helped, it didn't fully offset the rising cost of housing, healthcare, and daily expenses. Given these factors, the argument for targeted relief checks specifically for Social Security recipients is gaining traction. But the question remains, will Congress act? And how soon could such payments be processed? If a new stimulus check is approved, the most important thing seniors need to do is ensure their financial information is up to date. One of the biggest issues with past stimulus payments was delays caused by outdated banking details or incorrect addresses on file with the IRS. If you receive your Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits via direct deposit, you're already in a better position to receive any future payments quickly. But if you still receive paper checks or have changed banks recently, now is the time to update your information with the Social Security Administration and the IRS. This small step could mean the difference between getting your money smoothly or facing unnecessary delays. Now, let's address one of the biggest concerns: eligibility. Many seniors are asking whether they need to apply for this payment or if it will be automatically deposited like previous stimulus checks. While no final decision has been made on the exact process, if the government follows past procedures, those already receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits should see the payments arrive automatically, just like with previous stimulus rounds. However, if this financial relief is tied to tax credits or refund adjustments, then filing a tax return might be necessary, even for those who typically don't file. The IRS has previously opened special portals for non-filers to register for payments, so if that happens again, seniors will need to act quickly to ensure they don't miss out. One of the biggest frustrations with past stimulus payments was the confusion surrounding eligibility, processing times, and misinformation circulating online. This time around, it's more important than ever to rely on verified sources and avoid falling for scams. Unfortunately, every time the government announces new financial assistance, scammers flood phone lines, emails, and even social media with fake claims about stimulus payments. If you ever receive a message asking you to provide personal information, pay a fee, or click a suspicious link to claim your check, do not engage. The IRS and Social Security Administration will never ask you to verify your details in this way. The safest way to check your payment status is by logging into your official IRS or Social Security account. Now, let's talk about what happens if you don't receive the payment when others do. One of the most common issues with past stimulus checks was banking errors or incorrect mailing addresses. If a new round of payments is issued, the best thing you can do is monitor your bank account closely and check your IRS account for updates. Sometimes, payments are processed in batches, meaning that while some people receive theirs early, others may have to wait a little longer. If you believe you should have received a payment but haven't, the first step is to check official government websites for announcements and timelines before calling customer service lines, which are often overwhelmed with inquiries. Let's also touch on how this potential payment could impact other benefits. Many seniors worry that receiving a stimulus check might affect their Social Security benefits, Medicare eligibility, or other assistance programs like SNAP. The good news is that previous stimulus checks were considered non-taxable income and did not count against benefit eligibility. If a similar structure is followed this time, seniors can rest assured that receiving this financial boost won't put their existing benefits at risk. However, it's always a good idea to double-check with benefit administrators, especially for income-based programs, to ensure there are no unexpected impacts. While many seniors are hopeful about receiving additional financial assistance, the reality is that nothing is guaranteed until lawmakers finalize the details. The best thing you can do right now is stay informed, make sure your financial information is updated, and be prepared for any announcements in the coming weeks. If the government moves forward with these payments, those who have taken proactive steps will be in the best position to receive their money without any issues. With everything we've covered today, one thing is clear: there is a strong push for additional financial relief for Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients, and if lawmakers act quickly, seniors could see real benefits soon. But with so much misinformation out there, it's important to rely on verified sources and take action now to ensure you're ready for whatever comes next. So, what do you think about these potential payments? Do you believe the government should be doing more to support seniors, or do you think this amount is sufficient? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinions. And if you found this information helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.